So if you want to be an effective communicator, an effective participant in your life, have healthy relationships, figure out what your purpose in life is and actually participate in it, make it happen. The beginning step is learning how to be in the center of your head, which is the same thing as owning your space. Hi, my name is Adi Shakti. I do healing work for a living, which includes energy readings and healings. I came to this work through my own growth process and my awareness of my own sensitivity and intuition. All of us who have human bodies, including animals, but in general, all of us who have human bodies have certain levels of sensitivities and intuition, but we may not know how to organize it or make it work for us. A really basic beginning step to do that is to learn how to own your space. Owning your space includes your body, but also the emanations of your body, which are called the aura. In general, all of it's really energy, and it's helpful, just like driving a car. You would want to be in the driver's seat. You would not want to be trying to drive a car from the back seat. That makes no sense. So in a human body, the driver's seat is in the center of your head. You want to be in the center of your head because this is where you observe and where you can be neutral. If you're anywhere down below, you just get more and more emotional and things can get kind of muddy. So if you want clarity in your life, it's helpful to know or to learn the techniques or to practice the feeling of being in the center of your head. Doesn't have to be a perfect space, but generally you can find it by drawing a line above your ears and a line from here to back here. So it crosses, and then draw a line from the top of your head down. And so that crosses. And where that ends up being is very similar to where your optic nerves are going into your brain, and they form a V. And at the end of that is going to be the center of your head. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's more about feeling where you're at and being in the driver's seat. Another aspect to this is that the outside world is always going to be challenging. There's always going to be things going on, either in your personal life or in the world around you, that can cause you to get emotional or reactive or want to heal it, want to fix it. It's very difficult to fix things if you're not in the center of your head, if you're not owning your space. That's no different than having a home or an apartment and hanging out in the front yard trying to deal with something in the home that just is very difficult to do. It's easier to do if you're in the home. So learning how to own your space and eventually to use energy techniques to help facilitate the energy around you is the beginning step in not only organizing your own life so it runs more smoothly, and eventually feeling the connection to the divine, whatever that may mean for you, but also participating in how the world unfolds, because we're all parts of it on this one planet. There is no place else to go. We're all here participating, different cultures, different belief systems, and we all can contribute our piece as long as we're coming from the center of our head, from owning our space. Otherwise, things get muddy and it gets confusing as to whether you're being affected by outside influence, outside belief systems, other people's thoughts and feelings, and the emotions that are the emotional reaction that's flowing around you. So if you want to be an effective communicator, an effective participant in your life, have healthy relationships, figure out what your purpose in life is and actually participate in it, make it happen. The beginning step is learning how to be in the center of your head, which is the same thing as owning your space, which is the same thing as being in present time, which ultimately is the same thing as owning your power. All those things are the same thing, just said in different ways. So this is a simple exercise using breathing, which is a physical act, obviously, to help learn how to feel what it's like to own your space. So just like you would be breathing in air and oxygen, and most of us are aware that it's going in our nose, past our sinuses, down our trachea, and down into our lungs. And then eventually we exhale and bring all that up. The other process that's happening is there's blood coming in with our lungs and picking up the little oxygen molecule and taking that all through our body to help feed us, to help nourish us. So as you breathe in, you can feel your lungs expanding. And when you breathe out, can be out your nose, out your mouth, it really doesn't matter. You're releasing what doesn't serve you anymore, which is carbon dioxide. So as you breathe in, you can start to imagine, again, you're imagining from the center of your head that you're breathing in light. It can be a golden light or a bright light, whatever works for you is fine, but it's light. So just as you can feel air coming through your nose to your sinuses, down your throat, down your trachea, and down into your lungs, you can now imagine that along with that, you're breathing in light. So as you're taking in that breath, you're also imagining, you're envisioning that this light is going into your lungs. And then as you exhale, whatever is dark or whatever doesn't serve you anymore, whatever you want to let go of, is now releasing out your nostrils. So it's a physical act that you're also combining with an energetic act. Using your imagination or visualizing is an energetic act. You can also, if you like, if you have the patience or the tolerance, you can start to imagine as the golden little photons of light are going into your body, into your lungs, your blood is also picking up little photons of light. And just like your cells are being fed through your blood cells, and they're letting go of the oxygen to feed the cells, you can also imagine that every cell of your body is now being filled up with a little packet of golden light. And obviously, in order to receive something, you have to let something go. So on an energy level, golden light is a high vibration. So anything that's darker can't match that. It can't be in the same room with it. So your body naturally wants to let that go because our bodies, our beings naturally want to be in light. So as you are breathing in light, you can also imagine that all the cells of your body are just releasing whatever doesn't serve you, whatever's in the dark, whatever's missing light. And you can exhale that out. And little by little, it's helpful to do this with your eyes closed, but you don't have to. But little by little, as you keep breathing in light, and then imagining that that light with every inhale is going through all parts of your body, including your brain, all through here. You can then increase that to imagine that you're radiating light. Just like when people think that someone is got a magnetic personality, that's because they're radiating, they're emanating themselves out into their aura, into their space. So you can imagine yourself doing that too. And again, whatever doesn't serve you can just come right through and come out your nostrils through your breath. It's a very simple pickup and really easy to do through your day. Over time, as you practice this, you will probably notice little shifts happening in your space or in your mind in terms of your thoughts or in your feelings in terms of what kind of feelings you generate. And you can also, again, observe how people treat you, whether they notice you more or whether they say hi when before they ignored you. Those are all clues for you that you are owning your space more, that you are more present in your space. And your space is your body, obviously, but it's also the energy field around you, which is usually called an aura. You don't have to believe in any of this, and I certainly can't prove this to you that this is true, but life is generally made real by one's experience. And so as you continue to experience the idea of owning your space with the intention and discipline of that action, you will eventually be creating your life and creating your experience. So thank you for this opportunity to listen to this technique and have a lovely day.